Today we're going to be working on installing the HKS high power exhaust on the Integra. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and take a look at what we got. Gonna get the work mat out. Just the moving blanket. Alright, let's get this axle back taken off. You know, I guess I could just use the impact gun to take this stuff off, but that'll be too convenient, right? Shimmy over. Sweet. Oy. A little dirty, but that's okay. Let's get this thing off the hangers, which is always not the fun part. They sell a tool for this, but you know, of course I'm too cheap to go buy it, so just a little idiot shred will do. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna have to remove that middle section. Dang it. That's the old. And then let me go get the pieces for the HKS and then we'll just do a quick side by side. Alright, switching it over to the GoPro real quick here so I can show you guys this exhaust comparison. Here's the exhaust comparison here. See, obviously two very different canister types. I like both of these canister types, to be honest with you. I think the REVEL Medallion does match the chassis a little bit better, but nothing wrong with a little bit of JDM angle here with the HKS high power. The diameter of the REVEL Medallion looks to be slightly bigger than the HKS. I'll probably get the calipers out to measure just to see. One thing that's interesting though, the REVEL Medallion for the 92-93 Integra, I believe, comes with this. Adapter, extender, whatever you call it. You can see that the HKS doesn't include anything like that, so I'm hoping that it fits just fine. B-pipe section, obviously just a little bit different. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this HKS high power installed on the car and then do some comparison clips. I guess before we get too far, let's do a quick measurement of the B-pipe diameter here. Zero it out. Let's see what we measure. Like 51 and a half. I'm assuming 52 for the HKS. 57 on the REVEL Medallion. I'm a little bit tempted to start the car open headers. What do you guys think? That was ridiculous. Let's get this hardware unboxed here. Pretty cool. Got a cool HKS high power sticker here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Got some instructions here, of which of course I will read all of the precautions. Some gaskets. What do you expect? You know what? I'm also noticing that it only comes with 4 pieces of hardware, or 4 nuts and bolts, but there's no extra hardware for the part that connects to the cat. Let's do the B pipe first. So grab that real quick here. Be able to cover my rubber hangers here somehow. Oh, looks like it's gonna need some WD assistance. Get these rubber. Again, they sell a tool for these, but you know, just haven't suffered enough, I guess. It's like the B pipe itself is like a little bit short. Now let's go get the axle back installed. New shiny hardware. Try not to bump my head. Be great with one more person. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's definitely gonna rattle. These are obviously OEM hangers. They're aftermarket ones. Gives me a little bit of options. They scratch the exhaust on the concrete. I don't know what the so not like that, but let's go get some hardware. Back with some hardware. Let's see if we can do this without crawling under the car. I guess I need my gasket. Okay. Much gooder. Much gooder like that. Alright, running into a slight issue here. I was thinking maybe that spacer is going to be needed for this exhaust, for this B pipe. You can see that the the exhaust is metal on metal, I'm going to need a test pipe of sorts to extend that, or I'm going to try to use that extension piece on the REVEL medallion. Alright, ran into a slight issue here. I'm gonna catch you guys up here. This is the optimal position for this exhaust right here. There's just enough clearance. Just enough clearance here where this can kind of wave back and forth and not hit the sway bar. But what's happening is the space between, I'll show you guys here, crawl over here. What's happening is that there is a space between the B pipe and the cat here. I can force close this gap right here, but if I do that, then it basically forces the B pipe forward just enough so that the rounded part that goes over the sway bar ends up just resting on top of the sway bar, which is not a good thing. Alright, let's get this thing wiped down with some grease and wax remover for the first start. The piping itself is coated, so I won't worry about wiping the piping itself, but Alright guys, there it is. We finally got the HKS exhaust installed. I'm super excited about this exhaust installed. Of course, it wasn't without issue. I will be going to an exhaust shop here very soon to try to resolve the spacing issue between the B pipe and the cat. Stay tuned for the next one as we go through some track prep on the Integra for an upcoming track event next week.